The real reason why Alexander Isak is pushing to leave Newcastle after broken promises. Attention, Liverpool defender on Marseille's radar amid squad overhaul. Urgent. Personal terms agreed. £45 million Liverpool star set to join Bundesliga team. Welcome, football fans. Let's get the latest updates from the biggest and best club in the world. According to Foot Mercado, Olympique de Marseille is currently eyeing Liverpool left-back Kostas Tsimikas. The 29-year-old Greek player is seen as someone who can quickly fit into Roberto De Zerbi's tactical system, providing defensive balance and attacking strength down the flanks, something Marseille considers essential for their dynamic style of play. Tsimikas has been a loyal player at Liverpool since his arrival, but in recent seasons he has faced limited opportunities. As Andrew Robertson's backup, he played 41 games last season. But with the recent signing of Milos Kerkez for around €50 million, his position in the club hierarchy has become more complicated. Direct competition with Robertson and Kerkez's arrival have further reduced his chances of regular play, making a new challenge and attractive option for the Greek. Marseille believes they can offer Tsimikas exactly that, a platform to shine again and take a central role in the team. Coach De Zerbi is looking for a left-back who can contribute offensively, make overlapping runs, accelerate play down the flanks, and pressure opposing defenses. With experience in European competitions and a winning mentality, Tsimikas fits this profile and could become a key player for the French side. From Liverpool's perspective, letting Tsimikas go could bring multiple benefits. Beyond freeing up squad space, it would allow the club to reinvest the resources in other areas, strengthening the team according to their priorities. The challenge will be convincing the player that Liga 1 represents the right step for his career, ensuring he accepts the move and that Marseille offers attractive sporting and financial conditions. Tsimikas also carries a history of achievements that reinforces his value. He's been part of important Liverpool titles, including the memorable penalty against Chelsea in the 2022 FA Cup final. At 29, Tsimikas is seeking more regularity and prominence, making this the ideal time for a change. For Marseille, he would be a strategic, experienced, and offensive reinforcement, perfectly aligned with De Zerbi's style. For Liverpool, the sale would allow defensive reorganization and resource generation. If the deal is fair, all parties benefit, and Tsimikas gets the chance to revitalize his career.
Alexander Isak increasingly seems destined to leave Newcastle United this summer. The main question is whether the Magpies will allow his departure, as no replacements have yet been confirmed. Negotiations with Brentford over Yoane Wissa are ongoing, but the Bees are holding firm on their valuation, leaving uncertainty over whether progress will be enough to free Isak. Meanwhile, Liverpool is expected to submit an offer higher than the initial £110 million bid rejected by the Northeast club. Isak drew attention by posting on social media about broken promises at Newcastle, prompting a negative reaction from the club, which denied ever promising his departure. According to transfer journalist Mark Bruss, Isak's complaints focus on two main points: the club allegedly failing to honor a promised salary increase following a change in ownership, and Newcastle's perceived lack of ambition in the market and infrastructure, making Isak feel he has developed faster than the team. Despite respect for the Magpies, who have a passionate fan base and aim to establish themselves in the Champions League, Isak appears to be seeking opportunities at clubs with better infrastructure, transfer ambition, and commercial strategy. If promises are not fulfilled, he could invoke FIFA's Article 17 to force a transfer to Liverpool as a free agent, significantly reducing the compensation Newcastle would receive. Isak has announced that he no longer intends to play for Newcastle, citing broken promises and loss of trust. The club responded that conditions for a summer sale have not been met, keeping the player in limbo. However, ESPN's Gabriele Marcotti explains Isak's legal advantage. Article 17, revised after the Lassana Diarra case, now favors players. Using it, Isak could become a free agent within 12 months, with Liverpool or any other club paying only around £50 to £60 million in compensation based on unpaid wages, remaining book value, and replacement costs. Compensation is determined on a case-by-case basis, and even if Newcastle appeals, Isak could play immediately for his new club. Despite interest from Real Madrid and Saudi club Al Hilal, sources state that Isak only wants to move to Liverpool, where he would play under Arne Slot. According to Fraser Fletcher of Team Talk, Isak made it clear to Newcastle that he prefers Liverpool, rejecting other offers and working hard to complete the transfer before the summer window closes. Liverpool remains in pole position to sign the 25-year-old Swedish forward, while Madrid is unwilling to meet Newcastle's financial demands.
Florian Plettenberg from Sky Germany reported that RB Leipzig has identified Harvey Elliott as their primary target while preparing for the departure of Xavi Simons. According to Plettenberg, Harvey Elliott is RB Leipzig's main target to replace Xavi Simons, who is expected to move to Chelsea after the Bundesliga opener against FC Bayern. It appears that Leipzig has already agreed on personal terms with the 22-year-old English midfielder, and the negotiations now focus on the transfer fee. It is believed that Liverpool is willing to sell if they receive an offer around £45 million, reflecting both Elliott's potential and the need for investment following Florian Wirtz's arrival at Anfield. The 2024-25 season was frustrating for Elliott, as he found few opportunities to play regularly under Arne Slot. Despite Liverpool winning titles, the young England international made only sporadic appearances. With Wirtz joining and a midfield already consolidated with Dominic Szoboszlai, Alexis Mac Allister, and Curtis Jones, Elliott's path to regular playing time became very limited. Leipzig's interest goes beyond Elliott's technical ability. His versatility is another key factor. He can play as a midfielder on the right, in a central creative role, or push forward on the wing, offering multiple options for the team. Plettenberg emphasized that Leipzig has reached a personal agreement with 22-year-old midfielder Elliott, indicating the club's serious intention to make him a central piece in the team's offensive rebuild. RB Leipzig is pragmatic when it comes to selling, but also shrewd in acquisitions. Simons' imminent departure leaves a creative gap, and Elliott, for £45 million, would represent a significant but strategically long-term investment. Liverpool, meanwhile, takes a pragmatic stance. With Wirtz secured and a solid midfield in place, Elliott is valuable, but expendable. The sale would allow the club to reinvest resources in other areas, particularly in defense and attack, following the loss of Diogo Jota this summer. Elliott's story at Anfield seems to be coming to an end. For Leipzig, this is an opportunity that warrants decisive action. Elliott was long considered one of the most promising talents from Liverpool's academy since Trent Alexander-Arnold, but his career at Anfield never truly took off under Arne Slot. Last season, Elliott had few chances at Liverpool, and with Wirtz's arrival and the strong performances of Mac Allister and Szoboszlai, his space to develop became very limited. A £45 million offer from Leipzig is hard to refuse, giving the German club the chance to acquire a talented young player and providing Elliott the opportunity to regain prominence, play regularly, and revitalize his career in a move guided more by logic than emotion. Thank you very much for watching this far. See you next time!